14, and we are in the book of Isaiah, specifically reading Isaiah chapters 9, 53, and 61. I know it seems like a lot for one reading, but there's an incredible purpose behind it. And so today when we come to the book of Isaiah, I want to just kind of highlight for us what is happening here. Right, in Isaiah's day, Israel was in a very bleak and dark time. Sin was rampant. Injustice basically ruled the day, and the people were longing for a deliverer. They were looking for a Messiah. Well, Isaiah could see ahead to the day when that deliverer, when that Messiah would come. And that's what these chapters are about. That's what he's writing about. He's writing about the day when Messiah would step into our world and he would make all things right. In Isaiah chapter 9, he speaks of the Messiah's coming as light breaking into darkness. He writes of a child being born, a child who will be filled with royalty and power, with God-given authority. And through that child would come a kingdom. We've spoken about that already. But a kingdom that will be eternal and eternally filled with peace. When we get to chapter 53, Isaiah's picture takes a little bit of a twist. For there we read of a suffering Messiah. This Messiah, this deliverer, we're told, becomes like a lamb being led to the slaughter. And people will think that it was because of his own sin, but Isaiah says, no, it wasn't because of his sin. It was because of our sin. He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. And so he suffers and he dies on behalf of the people because of their sin. But thank God in verse 11, we read these words. We read that after he has suffered, he will see the light of life and be satisfied. In other words, the story doesn't end with death, but it continues on to life. Of course, that's where we're heading in this season coming up, this Easter season. But when we get to Isaiah 61, we have a powerful picture of this deliverer as the anointed one. Anointed one actually is the meaning of Messiah. And notice the words used to describe his work. He comes with good news, with freedom, release, deliverance, comfort, beauty, joy, praise, and the list goes on and on. You see, that's what this deliverer came to do. That's what Jesus came to do in your life, in my life, and in our world. Verse 10, right, the prophet says, I delight greatly in the Lord. My soul rejoices in my God. Jesus is our Savior. He's our deliverer. He's our Messiah. He's the one who brings us hope, for he's the hope of our salvation. Everything that Isaiah saw would happen in the future, it's all been fulfilled through Jesus. And so I want to encourage you today and throughout this season, let's rejoice in Jesus, our deliverer. God bless, and let's keep on reading the big story.